One of the things that I value about Kathy is her style, quiet confidence. Sitting in a boardroom with her, I know when Kathy has something to say, it's going to be very important.
The thing about Kathy is she's not only really, really good at what she does, but she really understands business.
She encourages and enables her team to be successful, to make great decisions and be great leaders and great business people.
She runs her business with honesty and integrity. She is a good leader in her office, you can tell. They're all very driven, and I think that has a lot to do with Kathy's leadership.
She's a competitive runner, an athlete. You have someone who shows that commitment in their off time, they're going to have that same commitment in their work life too.
She's a strong woman and she's a great leader.
I'm Kathy Herndon. I am one of the founding partners of VSH CPAs, and we consult with clients all around the world to help them, succeed in their business. I grew up in Bellingham. I worked at a very young age. I was always inspired to work. I worked at Lee's restaurant when I was in high school and then went into banking. When I worked at Lee's, I remember the owner of Lee's sitting me down and saying, okay, you graduated from high school now. You can no longer work here. You need to go do something else. There wasn't a lot of opportunity in Bellingham at that point. So I moved to Seattle, lived there for 15 years and got my accounting degree and just started in the accounting profession. 20 years ago, I moved back home to Bellingham. I was a single mom and had 2 small kids living with my parents. And I went to my first Whatcom Women in Business dinner. And I was so inspired by the women that were there. They had great jobs, they were contributing to their community, and they also had great family lives. It inspired me to just think about the what ifs in my life, what could happen. And that was 20 years ago, so to be nominated for this in this year is just a big deal to me. VSH was started with a culture of being able to have a full life. What energizes me at work is helping the clients and then giving that culture to our staff to be able to put family first. I guess I view leadership differently because I don't really look at it as looking down, bringing somebody up. For me, it's more coming alongside. We have a mentorship program. We meet with certain people in the office on a very consistent basis, and a lot of that is guided towards, those next steps of where people's strengths are and build them up that way. Mainly because of the can-do attitude. If somebody needs something, we figure out how to do it and we help them along. An example of that is the tax reform this year. We went out and educated the community. We did over 10 seminars educating over 1,000 people on how to plan for and take advantage of those tax law changes. I think giving back to the community has to come from your heart. I've always learned and taught other people that you can't do it out of obligation. You can't spend your free time doing something that you feel obligated to do. It has to come from your heart and what you enjoy doing. My husband, we have raised 5 boys together, and it's so rewarding to reflect back on life. So many times you hear that people sacrifice their home life for their work, and I don't think that in today's world that we have to do that. I think you can have both.
We've enjoyed having Kathy. She's so involved in the community. She's got a huge network of people behind her. And I think that she enjoys watching other people succeed.
She allows her team to engage in a way that speaks to them. That's why you see their brand and their logo and their marketing everywhere. You do something well and you just do it.